part of it. New York, I've been on a Frank Sinatra wave. That's life, that's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shut down in May. I fuck, I fucks with big band music. Ben Crosby, Dean Martin, that shit. Fallout brought me to it, but now I'm just like in a whole different world. Sadly enough, as a black man, I wouldn't have been able to go back in that time because maybe if I was the Ink Spots. Yeah, see, I ain't not. Okay, anyway, today is not about a strain. Welcome to another episode, another segment of the Enlightened Voice. I'm your host, Christopher Bright. As y'all can see, my hair is purple. And that ain't for nothing. I just do what I want to do. I don't have a strain for you guys today. I have weed, but I didn't want to make a strain specific video. I've been trying to make this video for a minute. I apologize to anybody who actually does like really watch my videos as soon as they come out and everything. I started a new truck delivery job, so I was kind of like trying to make some time to do this, but at the same time of make sure that I'm taking care of every other responsibility that I have too. But apologies that you guys take a little bit of a back burner. But now we're back again. What we want to talk about today is adverse effects. I personally talk a lot about the good things about weed, and of course, why would I want to bash something that I use, But the thing is, you want to know about the other side, because there has been a number of times that people have come back in the dispensary and told me they didn't like this because of A, B, and C, and if I know that and I can apply that to another person, or use that as a guideline, then you kind of want to know both sides. But we're gonna be smoking, of course, because that's what we do on this channel. So I'm gonna just be smoking and talking to you guys. What I'm gonna be smoking today is just hold on, we gotta zoom in like that with the little Jimmy Mac with the Jiffy. You feel me? Like, oh, they petty. My camera is petty as shit. Yeah, hold on, I gotta back up some more. All right, there we go. So we are smoking this White Widow by Strain, and the numbers not too good. That's why I didn't want to make a whole little video out of it, because I was like, ain't nobody about to tell me that I ain't smoking the best of the best. But I just generally wanted to try because I've been looking for that strain for so long, White Widow, and I have not seen White Widow by itself. I've seen it in crosses, like Oro Blanco is Himalayan Gold and White Widow, but I really wanted to try White Widow alone. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be the best White Widow I could ever possibly get. Of course not, but I'm going to say I'm interested to see what it does. Because I have not smoked that while we're talking about adverse effects. The next thing I want to say, this has nothing to do with the strain. This is pie crust. Between Grow West and Evermore, you have two of the fucking nicest growers in the world, son. Like, and what I mean by nicest, I don't mean like they grow the best strains. They grow like, all the hot exotic fire. But hold on. Let's just open this. I have not opened this. This is not open. That seal is not broken at all. I want to show you how Grow West flower comes. And this is everyone. First of all, look at that. Nice little message, cute little filter and everything. And then, nigga, it comes sealed with a Bodiva. Sealed with, like, this is such soft. This is not ever going to, first of all, that fucking feels amazing even through the plastic. But this is not ever going to get, like, super fucking crunchy or hard. And that doesn't matter when you fucking buy it. Grow West they impressed me so much. I love their strains too. So, like, Pie Crust is one of the fucking strains that I do love. I think, I have some Mandarin cookies over there, but it's just the fact of like, oh my god, I've been so impressed by them. When I opened the Mandarin cookies, it was so soft, and like I said, every single eighth comes in a sealed pack with the humidifier pack. I call them Bodivas, but of course, with the humidifier pack. This shows that literally every single fucking grow in Maryland could do it. They choose not to. Do not give your money to people who do not give a fuck about weed. That's all I'm saying. All right. But like I said, Grow West, you really, really impressed me. Like I said, it's just beautiful how much. And like I said, when same thing with Evermore. Evermore doesn't come sealed like that. But like I said, I've never touched an Evermore eighth that was like super, super crunchy. It's always well taken care of. They always try to get it out, with you and with the patient in mind. Like, hey, how long is this gonna take before? What's the longest that this could take before a patient decides to touch this, and how long will this, be good and stuff like that. So. I really enjoy Evermore and Grow West for as much thought and passion that they put into just the packaging alone, let alone how they grow their weed, but the packaging alone to just make sure that when you get it, boom, it's good. It's just like we just plucked it off, my nigga. Like that's fucking sick. You can't deny that shit. All right, but adverse effects. Let's get to it. So, one of the most, what I will say to start this off is adverse effects are, if anybody doesn't know, the effects that you do not desire. So it's not like a one effect is an adverse effect. It's just like if you decided to smoke and the effect that you got from smoking was not your desired effect. That is all an adverse effect is. It's not nothing crazy, not nothing huge. The main rule I'm going to say when it comes to adverse effects, calm down. Calm the fuck down. It sounds harsh, it sounds crazy, but calm down. You are the catalyst for everything that goes on up here. Weed might put you in a position where you think certain things, but you are still making those thoughts come. Not making them come, but like, let's say when you get paranoid. Like, and personally, this is one thing that I've just dealt with because I never have felt any type of adverse effects off of weed. Like, this point will not like, I have not like had, the I'm too high, I can't do anything. I've been that, but I've loved it. Like, I wasn't like, I'm scared, I can't. Like, I was like, nigga, I'm high as shit. But, one second. My blunt wasn't even like. But let's talk about paranoia for the first one. It reminds me of Cinderella '99. Really, really, really heavy. Like it's like a less sweeter, but it smelled like it too. But I just didn't want to say that because I was like, are they really that close in the strain? But it reminds me of Cinderella '99. I'm not sure if it's an indica either. Yeah, it really reminds me of Cinderella '99 as far as the taste goes. I don't know about the effects, but so paranoia. Getting hot shit. I personally, just had my first, I guess, go around with it. I forgot which strain I smoked. I smoked the strain, and I don't usually sleep near the wall. That's not like the area that I would. I'm usually like towards at the ledge of the bed, closer to away from the wall type situation, because my bed's in the corner. Um, and it was so dark and we just got done smoking and it was just like my heart was racing, and every time I would like try to reposition myself to get comfortable, my back would hit the wall and that would send some shock through my head like, oh my god, I'm closed in. So I literally had to like calm myself down first. Was like, nigga, there's nothing wrong with you, you're feeling a certain type of way. And then I just turned the TV on and watched some cartoons until like the feeling went away and I drifted off and shit. Now, I'm not saying it's always that easy. Not saying that. That's just me personally, and I know how to control my emotions and shit like that. But what I am saying is, like I said, first step is to always just calm down. You're not going to be able to beat this high. There is no quick fix that you can take or do to make it go from I'm this high to this high. Maybe CBD, but that's still going to take time to take effect. And all that does is block your receptors. So if the THC is already and has already did all that good stuff, then the CBD is not going to do anything else but block the additional THC that hasn't been taken into your brain yet. But if you've done smoking and then you're now smoking CBD, it won't help. But while you're smoking, let's say if you eat an edible, or let's say you smoke half a blunt and you're getting so high, you're like, oh, I need to chill. Then smoking CBD would also help with any type of adverse effects, because like I said, all CBD does is block your receptors. It also bonds to your receptors. I know it's another cannabinoid that bonds to your receptors really well, but I don't think they've researched that. Let's talk about a lot of adverse effects. I want to say stem from paranoia, because you're just thinking too much. But anything like, I would say, we take an edible and you just want to lay down, just go with it. The same way where if you you drink too much and you feel like you're going to throw up, you got to go with it. You got to lay down. You got to get yourself right. It's the same thing with marijuana. You do not need to go to the hospital. You might feel crazy. You might, want to do all these extra type of things. But the first important thing to do is to calm down. I would recommend, honestly, talking to someone, because the more you're talking, the more your mind's off of what's actually making you paranoid. Next, another good thing is, I would say, for anybody that does have these type of adverse effects, is smoke in comfortable places. So I know we always don't have the best place to light up and smoke, but you want to enjoy your weed. And if you're looking over your shoulder most of the time, whether it's police, whether it's neighbors, or you think, the neighborhood you're in are going to call the police or things like that, I would say, honestly, try to find a better area, because there's so many people that enjoy weed that would not mind. I mean, some nigga might try to come hoover off of you because you're just smoking in some random ass area. But the fact is, you'll still be more comfortable and not have to worry about that. And this is not so much for my experienced stoners, because even if experienced stoners have adverse effects, I would say they have coping mechanisms. This is more for people who are just starting out, who might have hit a blunt 3 or 4 times and now they're feeling crazy. Story time. I hope my brother doesn't mind. I'm telling him the story about him, but one of my brothers had given him a cookie, and mind you, this shows the difference in tolerance. I ate 4 of these cookies. He ate a half of one. Smacked. I mean, this man could not drive. This man could barely not stay awake, but he was just very very relaxed, to the point where I wouldn't say heroin type situation, not that leaned out though. He was still conscious, and he still knew what the fuck I was doing and saying and shit like that. But it was just more the fact of it hit him very, very hard. And without me being able to talk him through the whole situation, he would have went through, adverse effects of, oh, I'm too fucking high. And he was going through, he was like, bro, I can't do this, I'm too high. Until he laid down. And then when he got home and laid down and started to let it all just wash over him, he said it was one of the best feelings in the world. Now, he's not a smoker. He doesn't do any type of thing with marijuana, so he just kind of ate one edible. So, but it just shows you, like I'm saying, once you calm down, once you assess the situation, I want to say talk yourself through that situation. And granted, I'm not entirely sure, because anxiety would make this a billion times worse, and that's not something. I mean, granted, if you're using weed for your anxiety, but then you become paranoid, I would say switch the strains at that point, because if any strain, and that's another thing with adverse effects too. Understand your strains, but because like I said, if I'm smoking, to I guess not feel hungry, and then I'm just then yeah, that's another adverse effect, because I was looking for another feeling, but then I got this. So at that point, like I said, if you're smoking for anxiety and you still get paranoid, you want to look at your terpenes, you want to look at your strains, and you want to look at the effects of that strain. So for somebody who's necessarily let's say they don't want to go to sleep, but they also don't like sativas because like Cinderella 99 G6 makes them like wired two wires. So I start to get in their head. Like you wouldn't want to give that person, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a jelly bean. You wouldn't want to give that person I'm trying to think of a nice upbeat, like bubblegum diesel, maybe bubblegum diesel. That I take that back because that has a rather relaxing type of thing. But anything that will be like sativa-ish type situation with the same type of terpene profile or close to it, to that strain, you want to look out for, because just because it's a different strain don't necessarily mean like it doesn't have close to the same effects. Like you do have what's the energetic weeds like Sour Diesel and then Cinderella 99 who kind of do wildly different things, but they kind of converge on a point where it kind of could be that Sour Diesel and Cinderella 99 both can give you, I would say, the I got lost, I got high. They both will give you the anxiety, possibly type situation. So, I'm trying to think of more adverse effects, but like I said, it just depends on your scenario, because all adverse effects is generally you did not want to feel this way, and now you feel this way. Like that's all it is. And like I said, the major thing with it is calm down and let the weed run its course. It'll go away. Some people don't like being high for 5 hours. I probably wouldn't either. I'm lying. But oh shit. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, you gotta calm down and you gotta definitely let the weed run its course. And once that's done, then like I said, you'll be. And this is why you want to keep journals, because you might not remember. I mean, it might be a scary experience, but you won't necessarily remember how much you smoked or what put you over the edge. So this is why journals are very good for adverse effects type situations. So when you can like say, when you go into a dispensary and you're like, oh, and because they'll recommend you something that they think is good generally, and it's not that they don't, it's not that they are trying to hurt you. They're just like, hey, I don't know you that well, so I'm trying to recommend you some things to build up the repertoire. So you go into a dispensary and they like, hey, we got the Cinderella 99, and you know last week that Cinderella 99 just made you lose your fucking mind. You like, oh nah, nigga, oh nah. Like you be thinking like they crazy, but then let's say for all intents and purposes, he says I got this jelly bean. And you like, oh, what's jelly bean do? And it's like, oh, it's a happy, giggly type of weed. And you thinking you're gonna get a mood booster. And they don't tell you the jelly bean is like the energetic mood booster. So you get fucking energetic and you get a little happy, but then you start to get in your head again, and then you kind of run through the same effects that you went through with Cinderella 99. So I would definitely say keeping a journal is another amazing aspect to keep track of what you like and what you don't like, what's nice and what's makes you feel like I wouldn't really want to do this again. But I feel like I rambled on enough. I didn't even smoke a lot of my blunt because this bitch would not stay lit. I've been your host, Christopher Bright. This has been another segment of the Enlightened Voice. If you appreciate what I do, like, comment, subscribe, share the videos, let anybody know, that I need support. Help your boy out. I like high shit now. 20% White Widow, not bad, honestly. Not fucking bad. I mean, I wasn't expecting to be, high. I was expecting to be high, but I wasn't expecting to be this high. I was like, all right, well, it should be a little cool blunt by the time I could go play the game and shit like that, but I'm gonna still go play the game, but I'm gonna be high. Y'all have a good one.